Greetings, YouTube. I was looking through some of the unfinished projects I have just sitting on my desk, and then I came across a video on YouTube by General Ingvar. I think I'm pronouncing that right, kind of assuming it's German. Anyway, he had posted some questions about power supply builds, and I wrote in the comments that I'd give it some thought, so now I feel obligated to do so. So I guess I'm starting yet another project. Specifically, he'd asked how much you can modify the voltages on a ATX power supply. Well, a question was posed and I didn't know the answer, and now I can't sleep until I find out. I've got 3 old ATX power supplies from computers. They're all about 10 years old. I think I got them for about $10 each. Just like this, and they make excellent bench power supplies. I was just going to open one up and modify it, but then I remembered that I've already got this thing just sitting on a shelf, and it's already opened up. I think it's out of an original Xbox console. Just to be clear, this is not an ATX power supply, but it's reasonably close to one. Almost all the current that this one puts out is actually on the 5-volt rail, 13.2 amps. It also has a 3.3 at 4.8 amps, and 12 volts at just 1.2 amps. For the kind of stuff that we're doing, I think it should carry over mostly to the ATX power supply. Although, I do notice this one only has 2 transformers in here. Not 3, not 1 for each power supply. So I'm guessing that the main transformer also derives a voltage over here onto one of the other. So either a boost converter if it's deriving the 12 volt, or a buck if it's the 3.3. The fact that this has only 2 transformers and is deriving that other voltage kind of makes me already really regret using this one instead of an ATX. But let's see. Alright, let's plug it in. Alright, this is the 3.3 standby voltage, and this is the power on, and this is ground. This should be the 5 volt. On a standard ATX power supply, you turn it on by connecting the power on to ground. That doesn't do anything. I think I remember reading somewhere that on these you actually have to connect it to the standby power. Let's see, nothing. I guess we're fixing a power supply today. This is a very reasonably simple input section here. No power factor correction or anything like that. It is just a bridge rectifier here going straight into a cap. And yeah, that's about it, besides some filtering, some capacitors and common mode chokes. So we will check voltage on the cap. It's always a good idea. It is nothing. That's not good. Nothing. Let's plug it in again. Gotta be careful how I hold this. Probably don't do this. It's probably not smart. Alright. Absolutely nothing. Check the AC. Getting 120 volts. So where was the rectifier? I think here was the rectifier. Getting anything between here and here and here? Nope. Here and here? That would be AC. No, nothing. That's not good. It's definitely... Wait, what? Yeah, there it is. No. What is going on? Is that not plugged in all the way? Is that that a bad connection? Okay, we got it now. Nothing there. There. We have a bad bridge rectifier. That is tight. Let's check the rectifier. Just gonna double check the cap really is discharged. Yes. Diode mode. This one. Okay, that's good. That's good. Filter. This would be probably these two. Yep, that's connected together, and then these two. That should be connected together. I got nothing there. Check the other one. Huh. Is there damage? I haven't seen a common mode choke burnout before. That'll be a new one. Was that glued on? What? I don't know. I haven't seen a choke mounted like that either. It's on its own little PCB. Does not seem to be glued on. I don't see any damage. Oh, I do see damage. I don't know, can you see that? It's missing a pin. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. That pin's just gone. It's not even in here. Am I crazy? Just put a brand new tip on this soldering iron. It does not hold the solder at all. I never used this, which is probably why I've had it 25 years. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yeah, makes a difference. I should use it more often. Or just not change tips as often. Come on. Okay. It doesn't matter which way around it goes. Do want to keep that on the outside for access. I'll do a better job of insulating it later if it works. Alright. Let's see if that works. Check it with this first. It's making a funny noise, but maybe that's normal. Where's that other inductor? Oh, that way. Yes, that also makes a funny noise. Okay. It is a switch mode power supply to keep constant current, even when the battery's almost dead, so it's like that I can hear through the coils, but we'll double check it's not shorted. Nothing shorted. Alright, let's power it on, see what happens. I don't want any conductive bits on there. Alright. Ooh, I heard it pop. I heard that capacitor charge up. Not much on the way of inrush currenting. There is a little NTC there by the rectifier. Alright. Let's check that capacitor first. We got voltage. I guess that side's the positive. Yes. Alright, 165. It's not bad. It's about what I expect. 3 volt. One of these was the standby. Standby? 3.3 volt standby. Ooh, interesting. That power on. I think that's doing something. I can just hear a little switch noise in there. Not sure what it is. Interesting. I think that's draining. And then this probably turns it on again. Yes. Nice. Yep. No. Why are we only getting 5 volts? That should be 12 volts. Something's very wrong. What are we getting here? There's a 3.3 volt. It's a little low. On ground. And 5 volts. That's not going to work. All right. Between ground and 5 volts. 5 volts now. Now we're getting almost 12. So it does just need a load to regulate it. Interesting. I have not experienced that before. Let's see the 3 volt. This is very sensitive. Yep, 3.3. $11.4. It's not great, but pretty sure that one's derived from something else. And of course, $5 volts. Okay, it's fixed and working, I guess, as it should. I decided to give it all a quick test with a flyback driver, and it worked for about 2 seconds, and then something went pop, and now it doesn't work again. So guess I'm back to where I started, which was with it not working. I don't know. I think this unit is actually okay, because I can actually still draw some power. Getting about 4 amps. That's decent. So I think I killed my high power boost converter. You might have to give me a little more time on this. It's going, as usual. And now my desk is cluttered again.